Travel shampoo. Let down laptop, hair cream, bugging your shirt, no good, my ass up, that has no time. Eyelash curler, vibrator, teaser,
Morning, VC. All right, keeping the videos rolling today. Gonna do my top records of 2024. I believe that's the year we're in. Still. And I've got, I think, 20 records here. So my top 5 jazz records and the top 15 of everything else. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it all in one video. I can't really tell you these are the best records of the year. I only listen to so much new stuff. I can tell you these are the records I sought out and picked up that came out this year, and they're great. This isn't all of them I got this year, but these were to me the best ones of the bunch. So we'll start off. We'll do the jazz first, and do my top 5 jazz. I don't buy a lot of new jazz, hardly at all. It's just not something I'm interested in. Unlike the guys in the jazz bums that are on top of just about everything that comes out, all the new stuff, all the modern artists. It's just not something I'm into. I'm still trying to explore territories in the past that are extremely incredible to listen to. So that's where I'm at with jazz still. But I did get a few, and just like this is gonna be probably the 4th year in a row my best jazz records on the International Anthem Recording Company label. They're like the modern day Strata East. It just is what it is. And one of these records I don't have yet because I'm going to be getting it from John, the Digital Gramophone, at the beginning of next year. He's got a spare copy, just so happens, and so I'm going to procure that from him, and that will be my number 2 top jazz record of the year. But I don't have it yet. At number 5, and this could actually go in a couple of different genres, but is the Mesthetics and James Brandon Lewis on Impulse. such a great combination. You've got Joel Alley on bass and Brendan Canty on drums, the rhythm section from Fugazi, with James Brennan Lewis on sax, and you got Anthony Pyrig on guitar. Really, really good stuff. Yeah, hard to describe. It crosses over a lot of things. But I've always really loved James Brandon Lewis's playing. It's somebody that Mike Notes and Tones turned me on to, as he did a lot of people. Great musician. Anything he does is worth picking up, and it's wide and varied. Yeah, that was my number 5. And I missed them. They came somewhere in the year. I think they came to Asheville, and I couldn't get out there. The next 4 of the top 5 are all on International Anthem Recording Company. So at number 4, I've got Asher Gamedzi and the Black Lungs, Constitution. This can get a little long in the tooth on some of it, but really damn good. Amazing jazz. Big group. South African group. And we'll read you some of these annoying hype stickers. Activist, collectivist, Southern African free jazz and voice ensemble resists dispossession in an autonomous articulation of rhythm and breath. So there you go, that one. At number 3, this record blew my mind. I don't have any other record like this. Jeff Parker's on this record on guitar, is one of the featured musicians, but this is an Anna Butters record called Mighty Vertebrate. Fantastic artwork, packaging, everything with these records on this label are phenomenal, as we've talked about a million times. There's some songs on here that just absolutely floored me. Lubbock, the last song on the A side, and track 8, Seeing You. Remarkable songs. There's so much different stuff going on this record. And she does a lot more than just bass on this. The electronics and other things are going on. Synths, flute, drum machine, all kinds of stuff she's doing on this record. Some really good musicians with her. Greg Ullman's on guitar, Josh Johnson on alto, sax. This is a wonderful record, very unique, hard to describe. Mighty Vertebrate at number 3. At number 2 is going to be the new Jeff Parker record. That's the one that John's got for me. I don't have it. I've listened to it. It's incredible. It's a double. Again, on International Anthem Recording Company. That's my number 2 of the year. My number 1 is this. This is a masterpiece. But it's a live performance, so it's even more mind-bogglingly great, if that's even a word. Tom Skinner, Voices of Bashara live at Moo. This is the double LP, numbered copy, 1002 of 1200. Kareem Days, Chelsea Carmichael, Tom Herbert, and Robert Stillman are on this with Tom. Tom, an amazing drummer, of course, in The Smile, which you'll see later in this video. Yeah, the cello playing from Days is incredible. Bass playing from Herbert is just as good. Stillman's on tenor. Chelsea Carmichael's on tenor and flute, and Tom on drums. This is one of the best live jazz performances I've ever heard in my life. Unbelievable. And my number 1 for the year, as far as releases for jazz. For everything else, I think I got about 15 records here or so. We'll show this one first. I'd rank it higher, but I don't have the vinyl, so we're gonna put it here since I have just the CD. And that's Idles, Tank. The song "Gift Horse," one of the best songs of the year by far. One of the craziest videos I've ever seen. Really, really fun. I put this in the car for a while, and I think one of the trips up to Carborough, and it's the only thing that got played to and from. I was hoping there'd be more heavier guitars and it'd be a heavier album with like some of the guitars are on that song "Gift Horse," but it's like a dance record. I'm not too big on this actually all the way through, but they're a good band, really good live. Speaking of live stuff, out of the UK, yeah, Idol's Tank, staying in the UK. This is a record that Dennis from Refused turned me on to recently when he did his top video, top hardcore punk records for this year. This was his number one. It's called Viz Guided Tour. I just got this at Lunchbox. I've listened to this online. This band is good. I love the sound of the guitars. Some really good melodic stuff at times. Definitely not a hardcore record. It's a little more I don't want to use the word mainstream. There's some hardcore leanings that come through here and there. It's kind of a mix of a lot of different things. But they're really... This is a strong band. Viz Guided Tour. It's on this smoky clear limited vinyl. This might be about their, I don't know, third album maybe. Really good. And like I said, this was Dennis from Refused top record of the year, so that's not to be taken lightly. Yeah, Viz Guided Tour out of the UK. Next, friend of ours in the vinyl community, doesn't make videos anymore. He's too busy making music. It's Derrick Ellis. This is his band Calm out of LA, and this is Grave Impressions of an Unbroken Arc. Just got this recently. Newest release from this incredible band. Real heavy. Well, it says on the hype sticker, progressive doom infused with melodic black metal. Pretty close to what I'd call it. There's only 4 tracks on here. Real long, heavy, killer stuff. This is on High Pethral Records, which is actually out of Canada. Happy to get this. This is a pre-order from way back in the summer, or maybe late spring even. It's on this really cool orange and yellow kind of vinyl. Custom labels. Sounds great. Was definitely worth the wait. A lot of the guitars, the more melodic stuff, sounds a lot like the band Akoi out of Johnson City, Tennessee, who are friends of mine and one of my favorite bands ever. And so to hear that sound, I love it. Really great stuff. Calm out of LA, Derrick Ellis. He went on the dig with us at Amoeba and Freak Beat when we went out to LA. Hell of a musician. His country stuff is remarkable too. Next, what number are we on here? I guess 15, 14, 13. I'm not going to remember what number we're on. So the next best record of 2024 for me. This is a heavy ass band out of Kansas City, Missouri. I think I found out about them because of this TGIC Records label. I usually just check out whatever this label's putting out. This is Missouri Executive Order 44. This is a crazy ass band. Heavy, love the guitar sound from this band. Real short songs. They throw down. They wear bicycle helmets on stage and like pantyhose over their face and crazy. They do all kinds of crazy shit. Their records are really cool. This is Salt Sermon from this year, and they do like these custom sides on. They're usually one-sided because the songs are so short, and then do something cool on the other side of the record like that. Yeah, if you like heavy music, if you're into, I don't know, this is some hardcore shit. It's not hardcore punk, it's heavier than that, but really good. Real heavy stuff. There you go. So I got them next on the list here. Missouri Executive Order 44. Salt Sermon. Out of KC. Get some good burn ends out of KC. All right, next on the list. This is a band that's a guilty pleasure of mine. Out of Australia, I believe Melbourne. Hiatus Coyote. This is Love Heart Cheat Code. Beautiful artwork. Beautiful songs. Great rhythm section. The bass player's so funky and technical and brilliant. And the percussionist drummer and what they do with the electronics and keyboards now. But Napalm's a goddess. One of the best soul vocalists on the planet now. I mean, she's incredible. There's so many good songs on this. Especially near the end of the album. Love Heart Cheat Code, Cinnamon Temple. Really, really, really good album. I'm sure this is the limited one. I always get the records on release day. Every time. Yeah, this is the limited blue. Hiatus Coyote. Pretty popular band from what I gather. Haven't had a chance to see them, being from Australia. I'm not sure how much they've toured the U.S., but I haven't seen any shows that have come near here. They might have got to Atlanta as close as they've been. Next, staying international. This group from Spain. If you've watched my channel, you know I talk about this band every year. And Raemon is one of the hardest working men in the world when it comes to music. He's always putting something out. It's Raemon Rodriguez from Barcelona, Spain, and this is the new Raemon and McEnroe, Nuevos Bosque. And it's a gorgeous, sprawling 2 LP. Sung in Catalan. It's just a phenomenal record. There's a lot of music videos that they've done for this record. I'll leave a link to one of the videos. They got all the words there. I think this is the limited white vinyl. Yeah. And it's B-Core Records sent me this, but it was on a different label. It's not on B-Core this time. I think it's on Cielos Estrelados. Really gorgeous music. I don't want to say Spanish folk, but Spanish pop rock with folk leanings, maybe? I don't know. There's some of this. I mean, he's just a great guitar player, and great singer, great voice. What's my favorite song on this one? Amor Mio, track 13, the track that opens the D side. I'll leave the link to that video. That's a great cut. The song builds, the guitar builds throughout the song. Really dig that one. So probably the best of the year out of Spain for me. Next, we got a punk record. Amyl and the Sniffers, Cartoon Darkness. The Doing in Me Lungs edition. Yeah, anything they do, I'm gonna pick up. What a great band. The guitar player's killer. I mean, he's old school. Love his sound. Big Dreams is the big song on this one. Really good video. Amyl's a freaking ball of fire. She's the female Iggy Pop, as I've said. And yeah, this is a great one. Came with a poster from that video that they made out in the desert. And we'll show you the vinyl. It's got the words on the, it's also a smoky black. Similar to that high Viz record. Maybe that's the deal with all the punk bands. They're going with the they all want the smoky black vinyl this year, which is interesting. But I was happy to get that. It's a fast-selling record around here. Next, from 2024, this is a good friend of mine, Travis Kamer, who was in the band Akoyai, which is a band I just mentioned, not too far back here in this video. Great guitar player. He plays bass in this band, however. It's a trio. Generation of Vipers, Guilt Shrine. This is some heavy as fuck stuff. Real heavy stuff. On Translation Lost Records. I've played the song Lux Inversion in one of my videos recently, so you can go, I'll leave a link to that video. You can check out this song from this band. Real heavy, loud, screamy vocals. But well done. And the singer plays guitar, and the drummer is one of the best I've seen live. The guy's incredible. They've toured Europe before. They're really popular band over there. Yeah, Generation of Vipers, Guilt Shrine is the name of their new record from this year. What is this? This is on Milky Clear with Splatter. I'll show you the record. This was a really nice pressing. This sounds really good for a heavy, like a metal-y record. This sounds great. Really nicely done pressing. One of my favorite records of the year, for sure. They are, like I said, out of Johnson City, Tennessee. They play this area a decent bit, so don't miss them if you're in the southeast. Next, this is probably the first new release of the year I bought, and it's still one of the best of the year for me. The Smile Wall of Eyes. I really love this one. This is a diverse one too, from them. This is Tom Skinner on drums, Johnny Greenwood and Tom York from Radiohead in this group. Some great artwork always with their stuff, just like the Radiohead stuff had. And I got the regular black vinyl for this one. As I recall that the album before this, the yellow vinyl, had major pressing flaws. It sounded like shit. So I was staying away from the color vinyl from XL. This is probably on XL Recordings. It's probably the label. Let me see. It doesn't say on here. I think that's the label. Anyway, there's a really good video off of this too for Wall of Eyes. I'll leave a link to that also. Really dig what Tom York's doing with this band, playing bass, electronics, the vocals are great. And then they put out another record this year also, Cutouts. This one's a little different than Wall of Eyes, but I like this one also. I like Wall of Eyes a little better. Again, the artwork's great. Sound is good on this one. I think this one's a limited press that I got. What's my favorite song on here? Maybe Colors Fly or Eyes and Mouth. I think at the end, I really dug the end of the A side on this record. Yeah, this is a limited white vinyl. This one sounds good on the white. So I can recommend this one. Yeah, on XL. Some more brilliance from Tom York. Excellent record. Again, I prefer Wall of Eyes, but I dig this one too. Cutouts from The Smile by the UK. All right, this record just got mentioned and honored in Rolling Stone magazine, which is a big deal for a small band like this out of Atlanta, Georgia. Real hard-working band. Been doing it a long time in the heavy music scene. I mean, if you like Melvins or Helmet or anything like that, you're going to love this band, Hores. Christian Lembach is a really nice guy, really, really good dude, and puts in the work. And his band is great. The bass player, their drummer's been fighting severe illness, and so everybody's pulling for him. And they got their old drummer to fill in live here in Charlotte recently. I'll see if I can throw some footage here at the end of this video. This is we're down to my top 5 records of the year, and this is at number 5. That's Hores War. The video for Quitter's Fight Song is absolutely fantastic. I think it's the guy that does the videos for Red Fang that did that video. But yeah, Casey Maxwell on bass, Douglas Barrett on drums. This is on TGIC Records this time from them. And this is the limited vinyl. I got the CD as well from the show. They played at Snug Harbor here. But I pre-ordered this as soon as I knew about it. This is the coolest piece of vinyl I've gotten all year. And it sounds killer. Probably their best recording effort, I'd say, as well. And so yeah, it made the Rolling Stone for top 15 metal records of the year. That's saying something. To get a small band like this to get recognized by the Rolling Stone magazine is big time. So there's definitely some weight behind this one. All right, at number 4, and the only reason this is number 4 and not number 1, because it's my number 1 listened to record of the year, is because it's an EP and not a full length. I'd put it number 1 if it was a full length, but it's the newest release from the band Pile out of Boston area. One of my favorite bands of all time. This is their EP Hot Air Balloon, and the song Scaling Walls is the song I listened to the most this year. The Birds Attacked My Hot Air Balloon, the second song, probably the second most. Phenomenal stuff. This is a band that's been going a long time, and they put out records all the time, and they just keep getting better and better and better and better. I've never seen a band progress every single time they do something as well as this band. It's fucking incredible. Rick McGuire is a goddamn genius. He plays keyboard, guitar, lead guitar, vocals in this band. Incredible. This is on Exploding in Sound Records. Highly recommended. Again, my most listened to record of the year. Nothing got listened to more than this here. This is on the limited whatever color this is, and it's got an etching on the back. Oh, if you can see any of that, it's really cool. It's got the birds on there. Excellent stuff. Really cool release. They almost didn't put this out on vinyl. It was digital only for a while, and then early this year, I think they put it out on vinyl. Technically it's from last year, the music, but vinyl this year. So now we're down to my top 3. This is a record it's kind of bittersweet to listen to, because it's from Shellac and Steve Albini, and he left us with a masterpiece after passing away unexpectedly. And yeah, To All Trains from Shellac. This is an incredible sounding record. The band is tight as fuck. The songwriting is phenomenal. The vocals are great. The guitar playing, everything. This is so damn good on Touch and Go. Yeah, right down to the artwork, everything. It's interesting. It's a top loader record, which is really cool. You don't see that very often. Something a little different. There's your insert. This was a tough record to get a hold of when it came out, because he had passed and everybody wanted to get their hands on it. Really nice pressing, unique pressing on how this was done. Dom at Seeking a Thread was kind enough to pull a copy aside at Angry Mom Records when he was working there to make sure I got a copy. It was much appreciated, because this one got gone. I went everywhere in this town. It was sold out, and no one could get any more. So yeah, very happy to have gotten this early on from Dom. And yeah, definitely in my top 3 of the year. Down to my final 2, and it's a very interesting deal with this. At number 2, this came out recently. It's a UK import. Thurston Moore, Flow Critical Lucidity. Solo effort. This is an incredible record. Sans Limite, the second song, is so good. Great video for it. I'll leave a link to that. This definitely has a whole Sonic Youth vibe to it, obviously, with it being Thurston Moore with on guitar and vocals. Some great musicians here with him. This one's my number 2. It's really good. Highly impressed with this. And this comes with a flexi disc as a bonus, with the song Isadora on there, which is really cool. You don't see flexis given as a bonus very often. The lyric sheet is the CD insert, which I thought was pretty cool. And then the record, this one's, I think, on just plain black vinyl. I think there's limited color vinyl of this too, but I just got the black, and it sounds so good. Great pressing. Thurston Moore is a vinyl guy like the rest of us. He's a digger, big time collector. So his releases, you're going to get something quality. This was put out on his label, I believe, from the UK, distributed in the Americas by Forced Exposure. Yeah, it's on the Daydream Library series, a division of Ecstatic Peace Library, which I believe he's heavily involved with in the UK. I believe he also holds a home in Miami. Yeah, Thurston Moore, Flow Critical Lucidity, my number 2 of the year. My number 1's his ex-wife's record. This is the best record of the year, hands down, because it's so unique, it's so badass, and seeing it live in Chapel Hill at the iconic Cat's Cradle didn't hurt things. I'll probably open this video with the cut from that show, and it's Kim Gordon's The Collective. Yeah, the song Bye Bye, so unique. It's like trap vocals. She's playing with this completely super young group of kids that just jam. The drummer's a badass. The guitar player does all kinds of really cool things with sound. The bass player plays keys. Female bass player, female guitar, along with Kim, and the only guy in the band's on drums. Phenomenal stuff. On Matador from this year, my record of the year, Kim Gordon, The Collective, and she autographed this one. X in the O and K right there. Yep. So there you go. Hope you're all well. Peace.
Put the rules in the You